Chosen one, stop scrolling right now. God just interrupted your algorithm because a massive spiritual emergency is taking place around you. The unseen warfare you have been fighting in secret is officially over. You truly believed heaven was ignoring your deep pain, but the absolute truth is entirely different and quite shocking. Your quiet attitude has left God entirely speechless. Even Archangel Michael was stunned by how you handled the vicious attacks against your soul. They tried to destroy your peace. They wanted to see you break down and beg for mercy, but you did something so profoundly unexpected during that dark time, and it caused a massive shift in the unseen spiritual realm. I am going to reveal exactly what you did in just a moment. But first, we need to talk about the absolute exhaustion you are feeling right now. You are so incredibly tired. Your physical body feels extremely heavy when you wake up in the morning. Your mind is constantly racing with anxious thoughts, and these dark, intrusive thoughts do not even belong to you. This is not normal fatigue. You are experiencing a heavy spiritual extraction. People around you do not understand the heavy weight you carry every single day. They look at you and see someone who always has it all together. They see your bright smile. They see your endless resilience. But they do not see the lonely tears you cry at 3 in the morning when the world is completely silent. They do not know about the heavy burdens you silently carry for your bloodline. You are God's strongest soldier. Because of your high frequency, you have been a prime target for low-vibration entities. They disguise themselves as your trusted friends and family members. They came into your life for one specific reason, and their only goal was to drain your brilliant light completely dry. They totally abused your pure empathy. You poured your golden energy into their empty cups until you had nothing left for yourself. And how did they repay you? They betrayed you in the most painful and humiliating ways imaginable. They happily gossiped about you behind your back, and they tried to ruin your good name while you were busy trying to heal their brokenness. It felt incredibly unfair. You watched them walk away unbothered while you were left to pick up the broken pieces. You constantly wondered why you always have to be the bigger person. You screamed into the silence. You asked why good people always suffer the most, and you honestly felt like the entire universe had completely forgotten about your existence. But heaven was watching every single second of that painful betrayal. Not one lonely tear went unnoticed by the divine realm. The spiritual forces were paying very close attention to your immediate reaction. This was the ultimate test of your character. The enemy wanted you to react with bitter revenge, and they desperately wanted you to lower your vibration to fight them in the mud. If you had fought back with malice, they would have won the battle. They wanted to drag you down to their miserable frequency, but you completely refused to play their toxic games. You chose to step away in absolute silence. You let them win the temporary physical argument, completely unaware that they were losing the massive spiritual war. Your dignity remained perfectly intact. This choice is what left God totally speechless. Your refusal to seek petty revenge sent a massive shockwave through the highest dimensions. The angels watched you bless those who cursed you. They saw you pray for the people who secretly plotted your downfall. Your profound grace under pressure was incredibly rare, and it activated a divine protocol that very few souls ever witness. You did not just survive their evil attacks. You completely outsmarted them on a spiritual level. By staying quiet, you handed the entire situation over to the highest divine court. You stepped out of the way. You simply let the universe take full control of the situation, and the universe never plays fair when it comes to protecting its precious chosen ones. Right now, a massive mobilization of spiritual forces is happening just for you. The protective barriers around your aura are being heavily fortified. The people who thought they broke you are in deep trouble. They will soon experience a terrifying reality check. Their spiritual protection is entirely gone, and they are now completely exposed to the harsh consequences of their own evil actions. You are stepping into a season of unbelievable elevation. The extreme exhaustion you feel is just your soul preparing to receive. You are about to get a massive download of divine abundance. They can sense that a heavy storm of karma is heading their way, and they know deep down exactly who caused it to happen. Let us talk about the heavy isolation you have been forced to endure. You have walked this painful path completely alone for so long. People do not understand the incredible weight of your spiritual calling. They think you are just sensitive or easily bothered by trivial things, but you are actually carrying the generational trauma of your entire bloodline. Every single day is a battle in the unseen realm. You wake up exhausted because you have been fighting spiritual wars while you sleep. Your soul is constantly doing the heavy lifting for everyone around you. You walk into a room and immediately feel the heavy energy shifting. You absorb their pain and trauma like a sponge, and it leaves your physical body feeling completely drained of all life force. This is exactly why you feel so incredibly drained right now. It is not some random physical illness. It is a severe spiritual extraction happening right in front of you. Energy vampires look at your brilliant aura and see an endless supply of life force. They are spiritually starved, and they desperately need to feed on your divine light to survive the darkness they created for themselves. They targeted you very specifically because you are a genuine empath. You always give people the benefit of the doubt. You always try to see the good in those who possess hearts full of deep darkness. And because of your pure nature, you gave them access to your sacred energy field while you patiently tried to help them heal. But you cannot heal demons by simply loving them. They do not want to be healed. They just want to drag you down into their miserable pit of despair. They watched you pour out your love, and they secretly laughed at your beautiful kindness. They viewed your pure empathy as a foolish weakness because their low frequency cannot comprehend genuine divine love. You gave them your time and your precious energy. You sacrificed your own mental peace just to keep them comfortable, and they took absolute advantage of your generous spirit without a single second thought. They violently crossed your strict boundaries over and over. They manipulated your emotions and made you question your own sanity while you were just trying to be a good friend. You are not crazy for feeling this intense, heavy pressure. Your spirit simply recognized the demonic entities operating through them. Your physical body is reacting to the toxic poison they bring into your sacred space. You feel sick to your stomach around them because your intuition is screaming at you. Your ancient soul knows they are incredibly dangerous, and it is desperately trying to warn you to get far away from them. They projected all of their severe insecurities directly onto you. They tried to make you feel completely worthless. They wanted to destroy your self-esteem so you would never realize your true divine power. If they could keep you feeling small and depressed, you would never step into your massive destiny. They are absolutely terrified of your massive potential, and they will do anything to keep you trapped in their toxic cycle. You have shed so many tears over people who never truly cared about you. You mourned the loss of relationships that were secretly poisoning your spirit. It is perfectly okay to grieve those heavy losses. It is okay to feel deeply hurt by their cruel betrayal. But you must understand that their sudden departure was not a punishment from God, but rather a necessary spiritual intervention to save your life. Heaven intentionally removed those toxic people from your current timeline. God saw the dangerous traps they were laying for you in the dark. He heard the malicious conversations they were having behind your back. Your spiritual team had to physically break your heart to save your divine soul from being completely consumed by their darkness. The painful isolation you are feeling right now is actually severe divine protection. They never deserved your pure golden light in the first place. You are a high-frequency soul living in a very low-frequency world. You are meant to shine brightly and shatter the generational curses of your entire family. But you cannot do that while carrying the dead weight of energetic parasites, so the universe had to forcibly sever those demonic attachments so you could finally breathe. I know you are feeling completely lost and alone right now. But remember what I told you about this massive spiritual blind spot they possess. They thought they were simply breaking your spirit. They had absolutely no idea they were tampering with a highly protected asset of heaven. They completely forgot one fundamental law of spiritual physics. And this crucial mistake is going to cost them absolutely everything they have. Save this video right now so you never lose this highly protective spiritual frequency. You need to remember this truth when the heavy attacks try to return. They do not know that every single tear you cried was recorded by the divine court, and the universe has prepared a brutal reality check for them. But wait, that is not even the craziest part. You need to understand exactly why they targeted you in the first place. They did not just stumble into your life by random accident. They were magnetically drawn to your massive spiritual light. Because you are a chosen one, your unique energy shines extremely bright in the dark, and these energy vampires are completely blind without your divine light. They cannot generate their own happiness. They are entirely empty inside. They walk around with massive voids in their broken souls. And while you are constantly producing high-frequency energy, they are desperately starving for just a tiny drop of it. They looked at your pure joy and felt intense rage. They hated your peace because it exposed their deep inner chaos. So they decided to provoke you on purpose. Every single argument they started was highly calculated. They poked at your deepest insecurities to trigger your pain. They deliberately misunderstood your words to start a massive fight. They wanted to see you lose complete control, and they desperately needed you to explode with intense anger. Because when you get angry, you throw your precious energy directly at them. This is the ultimate secret of spiritual warfare. When they make you cry, they are literally drinking your life force. Your tears are spiritual currency to them. They thrive on the heavy drama they constantly create. They wanted you to scream and defend yourself, because as long as you are defending yourself, you are staying on their low and miserable frequency. You thought these were just normal human misunderstandings. You tried to communicate with them using logic and profound love. You thought if you just explained yourself better, they would finally understand your pure heart. But you cannot use pure logic to defeat a spiritual parasite. They understood you perfectly well, but they just completely ignored the truth to keep you confused. They wanted to keep you spinning in endless circles. They gaslighted your entire reality. They made you feel like you were the toxic one. This was a deliberate spiritual strategy to keep you entirely trapped. If they could keep you focused on their daily drama, you would never focus on your divine purpose. They wanted to delay your massive upgrade by keeping you completely exhausted. You are a powerful cycle breaker. You carry the incredible power to heal entire generations. The dark forces know exactly who you are. They sent these specific people to distract you from your ultimate mission. They wanted you to believe that you are impossible to love, and they tried to convince you that you deserve to be treated like pure garbage. But their evil plan completely failed. Remember that profound silence we talked about earlier? This is exactly where the tables completely turn. They pushed you to the absolute edge of your sanity. They expected you to unleash your bitter wrath upon them. They were ready to feed on your explosive anger. But instead of giving them what they desperately wanted, you simply walked away and gave them absolute silence. Your quiet reaction was the most devastating blow you could ever deliver. By staying silent, you completely starved them of their energy supply. You cut the invisible spiritual cord. You refused to stoop to their miserable level, and in doing so, you activated the most powerful karmic trap in the entire universe. Heaven used your profound silence as the ultimate weapon. When you refused to take revenge, heaven immediately stepped in. God used your peaceful surrender to build a massive spiritual case against them. Your silence was not a sign of weakness. Your silence was a loud battle cry in the unseen realm. It signaled to the angels that you were finally ready to let them fight your battles, and the angels absolutely never play nice. You left them holding the heavy bag of their own toxic poison. They tried to throw their darkness at you, but your silence created an impenetrable spiritual mirror. Every single curse they spoke against you bounced right back onto their own heads, They are now drowning in the exact same misery they tried to force upon you. Your massive victory is already completely secured. But this profound realization brings us to a much deeper truth. The spiritual physics of this situation are incredibly intense. You are probably wondering how long this protection will last. Before I reveal exactly how their karma is playing out, you need to understand the true nature of your silent power. Your attitude did not just defeat them, it changed you permanently. You always thought your quiet nature was a massive flaw. You believed you needed to scream louder to be heard. You watched loud people get everything they wanted, and you secretly wondered if you should become exactly like them just to survive in this cruel world. But heaven sees your calmness entirely differently. Your profound silence is actually a highly advanced spiritual weapon. They called you weak because you refused to fight them. They thought you were a cowardly victim who could not defend yourself. They laughed at your gentle spirit. But your gentleness is built on an unbreakable foundation of immense divine power. You do not need to scream because your energy speaks volumes in the spiritual realm. Your high frequency does the fighting for you. When you stay quiet during a heavy attack, you are not surrendering. You are actually raising your vibration above their demonic reach. You are stepping onto a divine battlefield where they cannot breathe. They operate entirely in the low frequency of chaos and drama, while you operate in the high frequency of absolute peace. They simply cannot survive in your peaceful atmosphere. Your pure peace acts as a giant spiritual mirror. When they throw their toxic hatred at you, your silence reflects it straight back. They are forced to look at their own ugly darkness. This is exactly why your quiet presence makes them so incredibly angry and uncomfortable. They are not mad at you. They are completely terrified of the truth you reflect back at them. Narcissists and energy vampires do not target weak people. They specifically target the brightest lights in the entire universe. They saw your massive potential and wanted to steal it for themselves. They knew they could never naturally reach your elevated spiritual level, so they tried to drag you down into their muddy pit of endless suffering. But they severely underestimated your divine armor. Your calm attitude is an impenetrable spiritual shield. Every time you chose to walk away, you actively starved a demon. Every time you held your tongue, you completely blocked their dark magic. You thought you were just keeping the peace, but you were actually performing the highest level of spiritual warfare ever known to mankind. You were fighting like a true chosen one. God watched you carefully guard your precious energy. He saw you refuse to become bitter and cold. He watched you keep your beautiful heart pure, despite the horrible things they did. And this specific choice is what activated your ultimate divine vindication. The universe always aggressively defends those who refuse to fight dirty. You passed the ultimate spiritual test with flying colors. You are not a helpless victim in this story. You are the supreme victor of a massive unseen battle. You broke a generational curse that has plagued your family for centuries. Your ancestors could not handle this heavy spiritual burden, but you carried it with absolute grace. Because you handled it so well, the divine realm has officially upgraded your spiritual clearance. The enemy is starting to realize their massive mistake. They thought your silence meant you were completely defeated. They happily celebrated their fake victory in the physical world, but now they are feeling a terrifying shift in their own daily lives because the spiritual protection they once enjoyed is entirely gone. They are losing their minds trying to figure out exactly why. The heavy exhaustion you feel is the calm before the storm. The universe is currently emptying out all the toxic waste they left behind, and your energy field is being carefully prepared for a massive influx of divine blessings. The storm of karma is gathering dark clouds right over their heads, and they have absolutely nowhere to hide from divine justice. But this situation is much bigger than just simple karma. The way you handled this attack caught the attention of the highest archangels. The battle became so intensely severe that a supreme warrior had to step into the room. You were never actually fighting this battle alone. I need you to listen to me very carefully on this next crucial part. Before I reveal exactly how Archangel Michael is personally handling your enemies, you must understand the new boundary that was drawn. A divine line of fire has been permanently placed around your life. The entities that tormented you are about to face the most ruthless protector in all of heaven. They broke the one rule they should never have touched. You stopped fighting. You dropped your earthly weapons. You chose absolute silence instead of bitter revenge. And the very second you stepped back, Archangel Michael stepped directly onto your battlefield. He is the supreme commander of the heavenly army. He does not negotiate with low-vibration entities. He completely destroys their wicked plans. The spiritual realm physically shook when he arrived. The demons that were tormenting you immediately recognized his massive presence. They tried to hide their dark intentions. But Michael carries the blazing sword of absolute truth, and nothing can stay hidden from his piercing divine sight. He saw exactly what they did to your pure heart. They thought you were completely unprotected. They viewed your gentle kindness as a massive vulnerability they could easily exploit. They assumed no one was watching them drain your beautiful light in the dark. But they made a fatal miscalculation in their arrogant pride. They accidentally crossed a strict divine boundary that Michael personally guards. Archangel Michael does not just offer gentle comfort. He is a fierce warrior who aggressively defends the chosen ones. When he saw them attacking your sacred energy field, he immediately drew a massive ring of holy fire around your life. This is not a metaphor. This ring of fire is a literal spiritual barrier that absolutely no demon can cross. This explains the sudden, intense isolation you are feeling. You are not being punished or abandoned by the universe. You are being heavily quarantined for your own spiritual safety. Michael forcibly removed those toxic people from your immediate space. He cut the invisible energetic cords that were constantly draining your precious life force. You might have felt a sudden strange shift in the atmosphere lately. Sometimes the temperature in your room changes for no obvious reason. You might feel a heavy but comforting presence standing right behind your shoulder. Do not be afraid of this massive energy. It is simply Michael standing guard over your highly sensitive spiritual frequency. He is actively fighting the battles you cannot even see. While you are sleeping, his heavenly army is dismantling the traps your enemies carefully set. They try to send negative energy your way, but the second their dark magic touches Michael's fiery shield, it immediately bounces back to destroy the sender. His protection is incredibly ruthless. Your enemies are currently experiencing this intense backlash. They try to think about you, and they suddenly feel sick to their stomachs. They try to gossip about you, and their plans instantly fall apart. They are hitting an invisible brick wall of massive divine resistance. Michael is making sure they can never access your golden light again. You are a highly valued asset to the divine kingdom. You are a powerful cycle breaker carrying a massive generational mission. Heaven cannot afford to let energy vampires destroy your important earthly assignment. That is exactly why they dispatched their strongest general to protect your peace. You are worth that level of extreme divine intervention. The spiritual physics of this angelic protection are very intense. Michael does not just block the bad energy. He actively purifies your surrounding environment. He sweeps through your daily life and exposes every single hidden enemy. You are suddenly seeing people's true colors because his holy fire forces everyone to drop their fake masks entirely. You might feel a bit overwhelmed by how fast things are changing. People you trusted for years are suddenly acting very strange and hostile. They are literally being pushed out of your life by a massive angelic force. Let them go without a single fight. Do not try to hold on to people that Archangel Michael is actively trying to remove for you. Your quiet attitude triggered this massive angelic response. Your refusal to seek revenge proved that you are completely worthy of his supreme protection. You passed the spiritual test, and now the heavenly guard is standing firmly at your door. But the consequences for your enemies are just beginning to unfold in the physical realm right now. They are waking up to a terrifying new reality today. They thought they were dealing with a weak and sensitive empath. They had absolutely no idea they just declared a massive war against the commander of the angelic army. Before I tell you exactly how their karma is playing out, you need to hear about their massive realization. They are waking up today with a very heavy feeling of impending doom. The physical world around them looks exactly the same, but the unseen spiritual atmosphere has shifted dramatically overnight. They cannot put their finger on exactly what is wrong, and a cold shadow of deep panic is slowly creeping into their daily routines. They are finally feeling the karmic shift. For a very long time they walked around with absolute arrogant pride. They thought they completely got away with destroying your beautiful peace. They bragged to their friends about how easily they manipulated your pure empathy. They truly believed there were absolutely zero consequences for their wicked actions, but the universe was just quietly waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Right now, their carefully constructed lives are beginning to mysteriously crumble. Small things are suddenly going wrong for no logical reason. People they trusted are turning their backs on them. Financial opportunities are drying up right before their greedy eyes, and the universe is closing every single door they try to open. They are experiencing bizarre, terrible luck. But this is not just normal bad luck happening to them. This is the heavy spiritual consequence of attacking a chosen one. Every time they try to move forward, an invisible brick wall aggressively pushes them back. They are desperately trying to fix their falling lives, but every single attempt to regain control only makes their miserable situation significantly worse. Their anxiety is reaching an absolute extreme high. They are losing sleep because the dark energy they sent has completely returned to them. They lay awake feeling entirely suffocated by their own toxic poison. The burden they tried to place on your innocent shoulders is now crushing their own chests, and they cannot escape this terrifying divine justice. They are starting to frantically connect the dots in their minds. They remember the profound silence you gave them when they expected you to fight. They realize that your quiet departure was actually the exact moment their entire lives started falling apart. A deep spiritual terror is washing over their souls, and they finally understand they messed with the absolutely wrong chosen one. They are desperately trying to find a quick way out. They want to apologize to you just to stop the heavy karmic bleeding, but they absolutely cannot reach your sacred energy field anymore. Michael has completely blocked their access to your divine light, and they are trapped outside in the freezing cold darkness. They are entirely isolated with the horrible demons they created. The universe is making a massive public example out of them. They tried to ruin your reputation by spreading malicious lies. Now their own dirty secrets are being violently exposed to the exact same people they tried to blindly impress. Everyone is finally seeing their true dark colors. The fake mask they wore for so long is permanently rotting right in front of their very eyes. This is exactly how divine justice operates in the unseen realm. It does not happen immediately when we desperately want it to happen. The universe patiently waits until the enemy is completely comfortable in their false victory, and then it aggressively pulls the rug right out from under their feet. The fall is completely devastating. They are quickly losing everything they ever stole from others. But there is one specific spiritual blind spot they completely missed. This is the ultimate spiritual secret we discussed earlier. They thought they were just attacking a normal human being. They viewed your kindness as a mortal weakness they could exploit, and they had absolutely no idea they were triggering a massive divine trap. Listen very closely to this next part. Type Amen in the comments if you can feel this massive spiritual shift happening right now. You can sense their heavy energy completely leaving your life. You are finally breathing fresh air again. Your physical body is slowly recovering from their massive psychic attacks, but the full extent of their punishment is about to be completely revealed. When they attacked you, they were not just fighting your physical body. They were actively attacking the high frequency of God that lives inside of you. This is the fatal blind spot they never saw coming. They picked a massive fight with the creator of the entire universe, and now I am going to reveal exactly how the universe is utterly destroying them. The divine blind spot is finally revealed in its terrifying entirety. They honestly thought they were just hurting a regular person. They believed your deep empathy made you an easy target for their cruel games. But when they maliciously struck your heart, they were actually striking directly at the throne of God. You are heaven's highly protected and cherished property. The universe takes personal offense when someone tries to dim its brightest light. The universe is currently executing a flawless reversal of all their dark energy. Every single wicked thought they directed at you is boomeranging right back. They are sitting in the absolute center of their own toxic storm. The severe financial ruin and the painful public humiliation they planned for you are now entirely theirs to endure. Heaven has permanently revoked their spiritual immunity forever. Everything they built using stolen energy is rapidly collapsing to the ground. The universe is stripping away their fake friends and their fake success. They are watching helplessly as their carefully crafted illusions completely shatter into a million tiny pieces. And the most beautiful part is that you did not have to lift a single finger to make it happen. You simply stayed quiet while the divine court issued its final verdict. They are entirely drowning in the heavy consequences of their own wicked actions. The terrifying part for them is that they know exactly why this is happening. Their intuition is screaming that this severe punishment is directly tied to how they treated you. They desperately want to apologize, but heaven has completely blocked their access to your sacred frequency. They are forced to suffer the heavy karmic debt in absolute isolation. They can no longer feed on your precious golden light. Their demonic energy is completely starving right now because you cut the cord. They are frantically looking for new victims to drain, but the fiery shield of Archangel Michael is pushing them far away. The divine realm has placed a massive warning sign on their spiritual foreheads. Other high-frequency souls can immediately sense their dark poison and avoid them completely. This is the exact definition of brutal and absolute divine justice. It is not just about making them pay for their cruel mistakes. It is about completely neutralizing their toxic threat so they can never hurt another chosen one again. The universe is making a massive public spectacle of their sudden downfall. People who once admired their fake charm are now entirely disgusted by their true colors. The massive karma they are receiving is absolute and highly precise. You have a front row seat to their massive karmic destruction, but you do not even care to watch them suffer anymore. You have grown so incredibly much that their miserable existence no longer holds any power over your mind. You have officially graduated from their toxic school of hard knocks. While they are desperately fighting to survive their own karma, you are peacefully stepping into your promised land of abundance. The cosmic balance is finally being fully restored today. Every ounce of energy they stole from you is being forcefully extracted from their souls. Heaven is collecting the massive debt they owe you with extremely heavy interest. They are completely bankrupt in the physical realm, and they have absolutely nothing left in the spiritual realm to protect themselves. God has completely ruined their plans because they tried to ruin you. They completely lost the war they foolishly started against you. They thought your gentle silence was a green light to destroy your life. They never expected the entire universe to step in and crush their arrogant pride. Their season of manipulating good people is officially over forever. They are now trapped in a miserable cage of their own making, and the key has been permanently thrown away by the divine court. The profound peace you feel right now is your absolute victory. You survived the darkest spiritual attacks and emerged completely victorious. The heavy chains of their toxic influence are forever broken off your life. But the universe is not just going to punish your enemies and leave you empty. Heaven is preparing to shower you with a massive reward for your enduring faithfulness. I am going to reveal this magnificent reward in the next moment. Every single lie they told about you is being violently exposed. They tried to paint you as the villain in their twisted story. They spun completely false narratives to hide their own demonic behavior. but heaven is currently rewriting the entire public record to clear your good name. The absolute truth is finally marching into the broad daylight for everyone to clearly witness. The people who foolishly believe their toxic lies are waking up today. The universe is lifting the heavy veil of deception from their blind eyes. They are looking back at your profound silence and suddenly realizing you were the actual victim. They feel intense guilt for siding with the dark energy. Your quiet dignity in the face of their cruel slander is completely vindicating you right now. Heaven is completely restoring every single thing they tried to destroy. You lost friends and opportunities because of their secret manipulation. You shed bitter tears over the massive injustice of it all. But the divine court has officially ruled entirely in your favor. God is ordering a massive spiritual repayment for every single ounce of pain you were forced to unfairly endure. The scales of cosmic justice are finally tipping heavily in your direction. The people who mocked your pure heart are now staring at your massive elevation. They cannot understand how you survived their brutal attacks with such immense grace. They expected you to become completely bitter and miserable just like them. Instead, you blossomed into an untouchable force of radiant divine light. You are stepping into a timeline of unimaginable spiritual wealth, and the universe is handing you the golden keys right this very second. The promotions and the deep connections they tried to block are now flowing directly to your hands. Your enemies are forced to watch you receive the exact blessings they desperately wanted for themselves. This is the ultimate divine flex against the dark forces. They can never touch your sacred energy field ever again. Archangel Michael has permanently sealed the massive doors they used to enter. You are entirely invisible to their low-frequency radar now. They search for your light in the darkness, but they only find the burning fire of absolute divine judgment. You have been completely relocated to a much higher spiritual altitude. Every single lonely tear you cried in the dark has been fully validated. The universe saw your heavy exhaustion, and God declared it was finally time for your ultimate rest. You do not have to defend your character to anyone ever again. Your massive spiritual upgrade speaks entirely for itself. People are naturally drawn to your bright aura because it carries the undeniable mark of heaven. You did exactly what your bloodline could never accomplish before you. You stared the generational demons right in the face and completely starved them. You broke the toxic cycle by simply refusing to participate in their familiar chaos, and your ancestors are cheering for your massive victory in the unseen realm right now. You successfully cleared the heavy karmic debt of your entire family tree. Your enemies will live with the heavy regret of losing your pure light. They threw away the most genuine empath they will ever meet in their entire miserable lives. They will spend years trying to find someone who loves them like you did, but they will only attract other empty energy vampires who closely match their dark frequency. Their ultimate punishment is living without your divine presence. You are no longer the quiet victim hiding in the heavy shadows. You are a fully activated chosen one, walking directly into your divine purpose. The heavy weight has been completely lifted from your tired shoulders today, and you can finally breathe deeply without absorbing the toxic poison of those around you. The spiritual atmosphere in your life is entirely clean and perfectly purified. The universe owes you a massive reward for carrying this heavy burden, because you took on the intense spiritual warfare so others would not have to suffer. God is opening the heavy floodgates of heaven directly over your life. Financial abundance and deep emotional peace are rushing toward you right now. You are about to experience a season of joy that will completely erase the painful memories. This magnificent vindication is your absolute divine birthright. You earned this massive elevation through your silent strength and profound faith. The enemy has been completely defeated on every single spiritual front. But before you can fully step into this amazing new timeline, you need to firmly lock the energetic door behind you. You must prepare your spirit to safely receive this massive blessing. Take a deep breath right now. The heavy war you fought in the dark is finally completely over. You do not have to carry that massive weight on your tired shoulders anymore because God has personally taken over the entire battlefield. You are completely safe now. The toxic energy that choked your beautiful spirit has been entirely cleared from your path. You can feel the intense physical relief washing over your body. Your chest is no longer tight with their heavy anxiety. The dark clouds of confusion are rapidly lifting from your precious mind. Your golden aura is beautifully repairing itself as we speak, and heaven is actively sending healing angels to mend every single piece of your broken heart. You are now stepping into a frequency of absolute divine power. For so long you were completely drained by those energetic parasites. You forgot how incredibly powerful your pure soul actually is. But the universe is currently handing you back every single ounce of your stolen authority, and you are finally becoming the supreme commander of your own energetic field. Do not shrink yourself ever again to make toxic people comfortable. You were never meant to play small in this grand spiritual universe. You are a highly advanced cycle breaker, chosen for a massive mission, and the divine realm expects you to shine your bright light without any apologies. Your days of hiding in the dark shadows are officially over forever. A massive wave of financial and emotional abundance is heading your way right now. The universe had to empty out all the old toxic energy to make plenty of room for this huge blessing. The universe cannot pour fresh holy water into a severely contaminated cup. The painful isolation you endured was just heaven thoroughly cleaning your sacred cup so you could receive this beautiful gift. Every single door that was previously slammed in your face is flying wide open today. The opportunities you prayed for are desperately looking for you in the spiritual realm. God is aligning perfect synchronicities to bless your daily life. You do not have to chase after anything ever again because your pure high frequency naturally attracts massive blessings effortlessly. You are standing fully protected behind the blazing shield of Archangel Michael. No weapon formed against your sacred soul will ever prosper again. The enemies who try to curse you will only end up cursing their own miserable lives. You can sleep peacefully tonight knowing that the highest angelic forces are standing heavily guarded at your bedroom door to ensure your absolute safety. Let go of any lingering fear you might still be holding on to today. Fear is a low vibration emotion that belongs entirely to your defeated enemies. You only need to feel profound gratitude for the massive protection you just received. The universe heard your silent cries and answered with absolute divine fury. So you never have to wonder if you are perfectly loved by the Creator. Your energy field is currently wide open after this beautiful spiritual realization. You survived the brutal attacks and maintained your beautiful grace while doing the incredibly hard work of deep internal healing. But now you must actively protect this new, upgraded frequency. You cannot let any wandering energy vampires try to drain your powerful light again. You must explicitly show the universe that you are entirely ready to receive. You have to lock your energetic doors so the enemy can never sneak back inside. Heaven has cleared the path for your massive elevation, but you must firmly claim this divine territory as your own, and you must consciously step into your ultimate power to permanently seal your spiritual armor. Prepare your pure heart for the massive miracles happening tomorrow morning. The season of painful spiritual warfare has officially transitioned into a beautiful season of harvesting. Everything you lost will be completely restored in multiple folds. You just need to align your mindset with this undeniable truth, because your ultimate victory in this realm is absolutely permanent. You are God's strongest soldier, and you have won the ultimate prize. The spiritual realm is throwing a massive celebration in your absolute honor. You are no longer a struggling survivor simply trying to make it through the day. You are a thriving chosen one who commands immense respect in the unseen world, and it is finally time to make your new status completely official. The angels are standing by to witness your final declaration of ultimate independence. They want to see you take absolute ownership of your divine birthright. You have absolutely nothing left to fear in this earthly realm. The dark forces have been completely scattered by the holy wind, Now it is your turn to claim the ultimate reward you so deeply deserve, and you must protect this sacred energy for the rest of your life. For so long you were forced to play the heavy role of the quiet victim. You absorbed the painful blows of people who never understood your pure value. You carried the toxic shame that completely belonged to your wicked enemies. But heaven has officially upgraded your divine status today, and you are finally stepping out of the dark shadows to claim your ultimate reward. You are stepping into your beautiful era as the untouchable chosen one. You are completely ready to inherit your massive abundance. The generational curses that plagued your family completely stop with you right now. You broke the toxic cycle forever. You achieved this massive victory by simply refusing to let their dark poison ruin your beautiful heart, and the universe is heavily rewarding your profound resilience. The universe is extremely proud of your silent strength. Your spiritual team watched you navigate the darkest nights with absolute grace. They saw you desperately trying to hold yourself together when everything was violently falling apart. You survived the brutal storm. You completely outlasted the heavy spiritual attacks. And now it is your turn to finally shine brightly in the physical realm, because you have completely mastered the hidden lessons of the unseen world. They thought your deep empathy was a foolish weakness to exploit, but your empathy was actually the massive divine weapon that ultimately destroyed their wicked plans. Your pure light exposed every single demon hiding in their dark shadows. You do not have to apologize for your radiant brightness ever again. The entire universe demands that you shine entirely unapologetically, while your defeated enemies are forced to watch your magnificent rise from a very far distance. The heavy spiritual warfare is officially over for good. Your sacred energy field is beautifully cleared of all toxic debris, but you must actively protect this new timeline. You cannot leave your spiritual doors wide open for new energy vampires to randomly wander inside. You must permanently seal this divine frequency to lock out the enemy forever, and you must build a massive spiritual wall that completely blocks their negative intentions. Heaven has provided the heavy armor you need to survive, but you have to physically put the armor on your own shoulders. You have to actively align your mind with this supreme divine protection. Archangel Michael is standing by to lock the heavy gates of your spiritual fortress. He is simply waiting for your clear command to activate the final supreme shield before you step into your massive season of endless abundance. It is time to claim your ultimate spiritual victory right now. Follow this channel today to permanently seal your spiritual armor. Hit the subscribe button to completely lock out the enemy from your sacred life. By joining this powerful community, you are telling the universe that you fully accept your massive divine upgrade. Do not leave your energy totally unprotected while the dark forces are still frantically searching for a massive vulnerability in your glowing aura. Type the exact word Amen in the comments below. Let your written word become a powerful spiritual decree in the physical realm. When you type that word, you are actively raising an invisible holy shield around your precious aura. The demons will see this divine seal and immediately flee from your powerful presence in absolute terror. They know they cannot touch a chosen one who has fully activated their divine protection protocol through conscious action. Walk proudly in your absolute divine truth today. Hold your head incredibly high because you are the supreme victor of this massive spiritual war. The heavy karma has been delivered to those who intentionally harmed your pure soul. Your massive reward is currently waiting for you just around the corner. Stay completely protected and stay brilliantly bright while the universe carefully orchestrates your next massive blessing. The divine court is completely dismissed. The ultimate cosmic ruling is perfectly final, and it cannot be appealed by the dark forces. You are entirely free from their heavy toxic chains. May your beautiful path forward be constantly showered with immense peace and massive prosperity. I will see you in the next powerful transmission of absolute divine truth, and until then you must heavily guard your precious energy at all costs.